Hey, love bugs. I had this topic come up again, and I just wanted to share a little bit about my thoughts on it, about women being submissive. So I think I'm going to dedicate, or I'm going to be speaking to the fellas in this video, and my message is not going to bash you or any of that. There's no right or wrong. It's just a level of people dating and they're not necessarily ready to date. And that, I believe, is where the problem lies in all the hurt and pain that's in relationships today, right? Now, let me take you back and explain what I mean. Most of us started dating in middle school or high school. And a lot of us now have children. So imagine or look at your child now who may be 12, 14, or 15, right? And you look at your child now like, you're so young, you have no idea, you don't have a lot of experience, you think you know so much, right? Now take it back to when you were that age and how grown you felt. You felt super grown at that age. You thought you knew everything, and here you are dating. Now, if we take it to the role of a man, which is God, man, woman, child, and in order to take on your Eve, right? Because a woman is supposed to be your rib and so forth. Now, for you to take on that role, you really weren't ready to lead your girlfriend at the time. You didn't even know what leading or leadership was, right? But at that time, on the flip side, the woman or the girl at the time, remember, we're in middle and grade school, puppy love is heavy, you swear you know everything, and now you're dating this boy. But if you remember correctly, most of those girlfriends were super submissive. They wanted to be around you. They wanted to wipe everything off your face. They wanted to be on the phone with you 24/7. That was submission. That's what you're looking for now. But you had it, right? But at the time you had it, you played with it. You played with it. You played with emotions. You didn't take it serious. Matter of fact, you probably even called her clingy, or you just was like, oh, she's sweating me, whatever. But that was the submission that you want now, right? Now, think back on, and some of y'all are players and girls too, but again, this video is more focused on the men. So a lot of you have done that with no regards to the damage that you left on that girl, who was all, for a woman or a girl to be head over heels for you, she really, really likes you, even love you, right? But that emotion was not respected at that time. Now, granted, we could say, well, Queen, I was young at that time. That is true. Both parties were young at that time, but the damage has no age, right? So here it is. Now that she's brokenhearted, it takes her a while to get over you. And then she goes on to the next boy. But listen, that damage created a frequency that she now is attracting people from that same frequency. So you jump into another relationship, and back then you weren't really taught to give yourself time before you jump into another relationship. Relationships in school were like one every week, or every month, or every other month. So now you accumulate so many hurt situations based off of that first frequency. And let's not even begin to include sexual encounters, okay? Because we are empty vessels, right? So naturally, that's why the original was, you didn't take a girl unless you met her father, and then you immediately went to marry, right? Because the Bible says once you take on a woman, which is sleep with the woman, that is now your wife. It is not about going to the courts and signing papers. It's not about that whole ceremony. It's literally when you come into the woman and have sexual relations, that's your wife. You have a duty now to take care of her, provide, and all that. And naturally, the woman is overly consumed with you now. Now the two have become one through that interaction. Okay? So now that two have become one, the feelings are super strong. Now, think about how many women you slept with. That union happens and you just left. And that's a repeated offense. Now, no one here, again, is to blame, because she has a responsibility to protect her peace, and he has a responsibility to do his role as well. But we have to also realize the parts that we play in these situations. So now we have a bunch of grown babies that are hurt from these relationships from elementary all the way up to adulthood. And it's not until something clicks and say, okay, let me stop. Let me not interact with nobody. Let me learn myself. Let me fast. Let me pray. Let me clean out all the... Because we're calling it soul ties, but are we really understanding what soul ties are? That's that marriage union. Once you sleep with a man, once you sleep with a woman, that creates the soul tie, the marriage union. That's why you feel like, oh my God, I can't think without him. Oh my God, where is she? This and that. But everybody got their egos playing around and doing this, and I'm not gonna call, and this and that. It's a mess. But the one thing that's guaranteed is that everybody is looking for love. Everybody is looking for respect. So if this is the case, okay, it's sunny outside. I love all that sun. It's feeding me energy. But I had to move the glare. But if everybody's looking for love, why is it so complicated? Remove the ego. To thy own self be true. Okay? And do right by people. Treat people how you want to be treated. Maybe if you interact with the past, apologize. And if you don't, write a letter and apologize to all the broken hearts that you created. And this goes for both women and men. Apologize, write it on a piece of paper, throw it in the ocean, whatever you need to do to break that cycle, to get your forgiveness. Say a prayer to God to forgive the things that you have done with you not knowing. And hopefully that would clear up any heartbreaks that people are holding. Do your part, because at the end of the day, every interaction is based off of your frequency, the different levels of your frequency. So to apologize and to forgive another person is really forgiving and apologizing to you, and start help breaking down and releasing those damages that you've been carrying for years. Now I'm talking to the ladies. You gotta let it go. You gotta let that go. That's a heavy weight to carry. All that broken heart. It's nothing wrong with you. They were just lessons in what you needed for your journey. They were not meant for you to hold on and harbor hurt feelings. So find out what, sit silent, say a prayer, ask for clarity, wisdom, and understanding. Fast and pray. I recommend that wholeheartedly, because it really works. Okay? Because the devil is out here to kill and destroy and to ruin. So if things are being ruined, then that's a strong inclination that you need to do something different. You need to fast and pray for a solution. Okay? You don't have to be religious to do that. You just need a personal relationship. If you say God willing, you got one. You got a relationship. You're being led. So just don't use the words and actually apply the action behind it and see how he worked. But in order for life to get better, you have to heal within. You have to learn the lessons that you went through as a child all the way up to an adult. Because once you held on to that hurt and you met somebody else but you didn't heal, now you attracted another person from that same frequency, and then you got hurt by them. Guess what? Now you still at that frequency, but 2 times over. Now you attracted more people from that frequency. You got to clip that cord. You got to learn that lesson. You got to understand. You got to love, forgive, and appreciate the lesson, because somebody had to do it. Nobody volunteers to be the bad guy, but somebody had to do it for you to elevate your eyes. It's for you to elevate your frequency, so that you can move forward and be a walking testimony to others. For you to live your best life that was already designed. God promised you your life. A beautiful one. But he's waiting on you to make the right choices. So I say all of that to say, women are naturally designed to be submissive to the right lead. And if you don't believe me, every group or organization out there is woman heavy. They are unconsciously seeking leadership. So if you are a man that are saying that women are not submissive, you must look within. Because there are a bunch of women out there seeking leadership in different groups, church, organizations. And yours will be easy because you only need to lead one in your household. So fix you, and the right one will come. Your Eve will come. And I'm Queen, and I'm out. Love you.